that ketchup bottle and give it a, turn it upside down. Over here. Over here. Over here. So I'm going to be talking away from my mic so I have room to eat my burger.
What's going on?
Why are you breathing so hard?
Fat now.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Oh, we're eating Five Guys.
We are eating Five Guys. I'm fat. Chip's also fat. We're both fat. Who cares? Right?
Look at this. Look at this. God, I just want to fucking shove it in my mouth.
It's not what I was expecting.
Look at that.
Anyways.
Look at that greasy cheeseburger.
Anyways.
We're back.
It's been a long time. This is actually probably gonna go up before the mini hot dog eating episode. Because this is like a little interrupt, a little update on what's going on. We actually, I thought we lost footage to the hot dog eating thing going on, but apparently we didn't. I just never transferred it over to the main editing drive like an asshole. So, here we are.
Eating Five Guys.
Eating Five Guys. Got a bunch of Cajun fries in the middle of us. My own burger. His burger, he's already half eaten. Here we are. So, yeah. I actually don't have much else to say to that.
We suck.
We do suck. The lighting on my glasses looks better. The front cam, as you can see, looks better because we don't have a multi-cam setup right now because your old lady's out of town and this whole camera setup was disassembled. Yep, basically. So, yeah, here we are. I have a present for Chip coming. He doesn't know. It sounds actually kind of gay that I bought you a present, but it's actually not for you.
It's for the studio.
It's for the studio, but
if my audio sounds like shit, it's because I'm a foot away from my mic, so I don't get cheeseburger on my microphone.
Fair enough. But yeah, so got a little present coming for the studio. He has actually, this is literally probably the only thing he actually has no idea about that I never gave him a hint to or told him about. I know we uploaded that video of like us getting like the switcher and the mixer and stuff like that, but I don't know.
I had no idea about that one.
Yeah, that's true. You didn't have any idea about that. But I was constantly texting about it because I couldn't contain myself. Now I'm actually able to contain myself, which is real. It's weird because realistically the purchase I just made was actually probably bigger than what these are. But
price wise?
Man, I don't know.
Or just like
no, actually, no, it wasn't bigger price-wise because I forgot about the camera with that and everything else. So it's not bigger, but I don't know. I think you'll like it.
It's up there?
Yeah, it's up there. I think you'll like it. It's cool. It'll make us look and be more professional, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's just me in my eyes. I don't know. But anyways, we're just kind of shooting you an update while we're eating some dinner here, just dicking around.
You're doing all the talking. I'm doing all the eating.
Yeah, I know. You need to start doing some talking so I can start eating because I haven't even opened my fucking burger yet.
I don't know what to talk about. You said it for me.
Yeah, but you can throw in some shit too. What's been up with you? I mean, they haven't seen us in fucking, 6 months? Actually, since the last update was the April, the Easter episode. We do have something filmed afterwards of that.
We have 2 filmed after that.
No, we don't. No, because I think, wasn't that the same day?
I'll tell you right now.
I actually, that might not have been the same day. We may have 2 videos filmed that we haven't fucking sent you guys.
I'm telling you, I think we have 2 because
that's a good possibility. We have 2 and not 1.
I'll tell you right now. Hold on. Stand by.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna dig into my food.
We did the Easter one, and then 4 months ago we posted, let's try this shit again. Season # whoever the fuck knows anymore.
Yeah, but
and then we didn't post anything after that.
What was that? What was on that?
It was us. It was an hour-long video of us just talking.
So I guess, I know this probably sounds like shit. But again, live update, who cares?
So we got 1 video to post. plus this one.
But the 2 videos we found, is that 2 separate ones, or was that one whole video? I think that was one. That was one whole video, wasn't it? Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it was one whole one because I said, "Do you want to start with sweet or savory?"
That's right.
And it was another food video, but it wasn't like this. It was like a taste test type of deal, kind of like a reaction type of video. I don't know.
Should have brought those paper towels down.
I did. I was cleaning the fucking table with them. They're up there.
Yeah, I know, but I ain't got enough. Oh, I got enough right here. Come on. We're good. This is going to be a video of us just going.
Yeah, I mean, the plan is to get better at uploading and do this more often than 3 times a year.
True.
It just got really busy with work on both of our ends. Yeah. And what sucks is, like, when we first started this, we both worked mornings. Mm-hmm. And now I'm all over the place. And with you working nights and sleeping during the day, it's tough trying to figure out, like, yeah, you're off Fridays and Saturdays and Sunday mornings technically, but it's hard because if I have to work, like, and with Amanda being off on the weekends, like, we try and do stuff, especially now that Lainey is 1, which is fucking crazy to think about. I have over a 1-year-old now.
That's wild.
She'll be technically 14 months, but I don't do that shit.
Yeah, it's wild. Oh. I can't wait to edit this video. Actually, this is probably going to be my most favorite video to edit because I know you're just going to be burping the whole time. Well, almost the whole time. I will lie.
Yeah, dark pop, like Pepsi, root beer, Coke, makes me burp.
Hashtag sponsor us, Pepsi.
But yeah, I mean, I'd like to start doing this more, especially now that the weather's getting nicer and, like, we can start doing things. And there's a couple video ideas that we have. We just haven't done them yet. One of them is making a, what would you call that? In a trash can. It's not a speaker. Like a fucking boom box.
A trash can speaker box.
Taking a trash can, like your street trash can, and putting speakers in it and an amp and shit. I'm going to take a bite of my cheeseburger.
Which is dumb of us to do.
Why?
Because there's really no reason for us to do it.
Why?
Because for one, we have to buy a trash can.
You can get a trash can for like $20 at Walmart.
Yeah. But then, buy good, nice product that I have sitting on my shelves, waiting to be sold, or just going to be put into a trash can. But not for bad reasons.
But what if we turn around and sold the trash can?
I don't think anyone will buy it.
Somebody might. Somebody might want to buy that.
That'd be cool.
What the hell's going on over there? There's a shadow moving. It's a fucking ghost.
Probably the cat.
Dude, that fucking cheeseburger was banging.
But, yeah. Plan on doing that. That'd be kind of cool.
Shout out Red Beard. Shout out RBrand. They're still the sponsors of the show.
They are. Ooh, I got something to talk about with that. Not with particularly them, but
shoot.
Score. No. So I'm thinking about. Oh shit! I'm trying to keep the studio. That's not even my active beer.
Active.
Active. Beer. So I was thinking about it, and sponsors are cool, right? Everyone wants them, has them. Goddamn, Chip, have some fucking French fries with your ketchup.
Well, dude, we have 15-pound sack of tater fries back here.
We actually do. We got 2 large Cajun fries from Five Guys. If you guys don't have a Five Guys, if you guys don't have a Five Guys around you, go find one. Actually, good food, good fries.
Expensive.
I literally just spent over $100 on food tonight.
Are you serious?
Between all of us, yeah. And we also DoorDashed it because I wasn't going out, and I know he wasn't going out. My old lady wasn't going out, and my mom wasn't going out. So
I would have went and got it if you would have asked.
Well,
You could have rode with me.
they were here quick as fuck, dude.
Yeah, they were.
I was surprised.
We don't live very far. It's right down the road.
No, but still. Fuck, dude. It was quick. Anyways. The fuck was I saying?
I don't know.
It was something important. Because I was talking about it.
Must not have been that important.
Oh, yeah, with sponsors.
yeah.
That's fucking right. So, dude, I don't care about doing ad reads necessarily.
Yeah.
But I want to do them our way. You know, everyone reads off a fucking script.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Did that ever fucking piss you off when you're in the middle of a podcast and all of a sudden they like I listen to this true crime podcast, not gonna name them because that's kind of talking shit, kind of not. It's a good podcast, but not gonna name him. Anyways, true crime. They fucking end off on like a cliffhanger, kind of, sorta. Then they go to an ad read, and it's like a 2.5 minute ad read between like two different companies. That pisses me the fuck off because they're reading off of a script. I think sometimes they read off a script regardless, because even though they say they don't, or, you know, one person is technically reading off a script, the other person has no idea what the case they're working, whatever. Regardless, I fucking hate that. I hate sitting, even though I could skip it, I usually do, but I hate reading through ad reads that are scripted, that are like, you know, literally read off of a piece of paper, or tablet, whatever. Like, if Manscaped sponsored us, I'd be like, hey, you hairy fucks, stop fucking not shaving your fucking dick and shave it and make your wiener look bigger. Like, something like that. Like, not necessarily that per se.
But they also might.
They might not like that. But that's a stipulation we have, which is terrible for probably business.
Yeah.
But it would set us apart from other people because no one does that.
But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if they set us apart or not. It's the same amount of money.
Yeah, but either
if
way,
we read it off a script.
But either way, I have to go to work still right now. So if I can start it now and say whatever the fuck I want, that's what I'm gonna do. So either way, I still gotta go to work at night. I still gotta go to fucking work and punch a clock. So do you. So it doesn't really matter.
Well,
If you want to sponsor us, tell us basically what you want to say, and we're gonna say it in our own way. Basically, where I'm coming down to.
Wow. Bro sent the crunchy water to the floor. Where'd that lettuce go? On the floor?
Mm-hmm. That's fucking good.
Uh-oh.
Gotta get that piece of hard water. Oh, shit. But yeah. So it's cool. I mean, ad reads are cool and all, but I hate hearing the same ones or the same, do you ever wanna, or whatever. Like, I want interesting ad reads.
We should get Blue Chew to sponsor us.
If Blue Chew, if you want to sponsor us, go ahead. I'm looking at the screen right now. I need to be looking at the camera. If you want to sponsor
already
us,
fit the color of the company.
it's true. We do. If you want to sponsor us, that's fine. Send us what you want us to say, the general synopsis of what your product is and whatever.
I wish we had the mic down below.
I could probably amplify that and hear it. If you want to sponsor us, send us what you want us to basically say, and we're gonna turn it into what we think it should say.
Guys, do you see a hot girl but can't get your wiener up? Take a Blue Chew. That'll make it rock hard for hours.
Something like that, yeah, basically. Yeah, I mean, like, I just don't, I hate reading off of a script. I hate the idea of that because it's not authentic, and that's not what I'm about. I'm about authenticity. Like,
Plus, like, something else cool that we could do is, like, if somebody's going to sponsor us, like, we should say, yeah, or in the terms, we give, like, an honest review of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess that's not really a sponsor if we talk shit on something.
True.
But, like, we would have to try the...
I mean, I don't know if I'd just be fucking eating Blue Chews for 11, to be honest with you.
We're like, yo, sponsor this episode's unknown until the end. And you pop a pill, and then you're just sitting here, and all of a sudden you're just like, Blue Chew. Buy them.
I mean, maybe. But, yeah. I just hate fucking sponsored ads. Like, I know, like, that's all, basically all you pay your bills. Well, I still have to take my fat ass to work. I'm sure he has to take his ass to work still, don't you?
Yeah, I don't know where you think I'm living.
Exactly. So, we'll take the sponsorships, but you got to let us do everything or you got to let us say generally whatever we want. You can
to an extent.
You can give us a synopsis or whatever of what what it is, basically what you want us to say, but we're gonna put it in our own words, basically.
Like we can watch the F words to an extent.
Fuck no. Fuck that. We've never sponsored this. Never censored this show once. Yeah, don't spill that.
I think the grease took the frost right off over here.
That's not good.
That Windex is looking good over there.
Windex is looking good.
I kind of like Blue Gatorade.
Yeah, you try and drink it. See what happens.
Yo, have you ever seen that video of that dude that does that? Mm-hmm. But he puts like the Blue Gatorade in the Windex. But he's like, Grandma, this looks pretty good. I think isn't it Lance Stewart? Lance 210. I think he did it.
Probably.
Back in the day.
But yeah. If you want to sponsor us, go ahead. Send us what you want us to say. We're going to put it in our own words. If you don't like it, don't let the door hit you with a good Lord split you. That's a disclaimer. You have your own disclaimers. We have ours. Right? Right. Yeah. I don't make any money off this, and I'm sure you don't either.
Not yet.
So
this is just for pure entertainment.
Exactly. So if you want to sponsor us, we appreciate it. We love anyone that will sponsor us, but we'll say what we want. Like with Red Beard and RBrand, they have sent us things which we haven't done a proper thing for because of.
So those two aren't like ad reads. Like they're not like. Like, just using it as an example because I still watch them on a daily basis and I feel like a child, but I don't because they've grown with me. Like, I've grown up watching them, and they're not as kid-friendly as they used to be, and that's what I love about it is Good Mythical Morning with, like, Rhett and Link. Like, I remember watching them in high school, which is crazy. That was, like, 9 years ago. We graduated high school 8 years ago this year. So, like, 9, 10 years ago when I was 14, 15 years old, 16 years old watching them, they were like, keeping it like censored to an extent, keeping it family friendly. But now, and they said this in an episode one time, how like their viewers 10 years ago are now grown adults like me and you are. So now they're more not completely raunchy and cussing like crazy, but like they have their little subliminal jokes that they throw in there, or like, which is funny. I lost my whole train of thought. Oh, so these guys aren't like sponsors of this episode like Good Mythical Morning does. They'll say this episode sponsored by this company, which is an ad lib. And they'll go through and talk about the company and use this code for X% off your purchase, which is fine. I would say something like that, especially if it's giving a discount code to our viewers by using it. I would mention that, you know what I mean? Like, after everything, go to their website, use this code, whatever you want. Whoa, there's a squealer at the end.
I hope that made it into the audio.
I think it did. But, like, these guys are just sponsors of the entire show.
Right.
Like, these are two products that are local businesses. This guy I used to work with and I still talk to, Josh Anderson from RBrand. He created the product, or he created the business a couple of years ago. And it's a good product. It smells good. It works good. He's expanded his line off of it. It used to just be the beard oils in the bottles. Mm-hmm. And then it went into beard oils, into beard butter, which is in the tin and the plastic container. Then he got into like the mustache wax because like he grew his mustache out, so now it's like his handlebar mustache. He used wax. He has, body washes. He has deodorants. He's expanded his lineup of products off of just beard oil, and that's what it used to be. I remember when he first started bringing it into work, he just brought it in a bag, and he was like, "You guys want to try this? Do you want to buy one?" And it was just oil, and it was in plastic bottles, not even the glass bottles.
No.
And now he's branched off in other things. That's the same with Red Beard. That was 2 years ago.
Probably about there, yeah.
3? Nah, it hasn't been 3 since we've been doing this. Probably 2 years. Mm-hmm. Me and Amanda went down to the National Fishing Expo in Columbus, and we were down there for a bit.
Yeah, it was 2023 because that was when we went to
Killbuck.
Killbuck, yeah.
So
same year.
I'm moving my mic. It's probably gonna sound like shit, but I don't care. So I met up with him. Well, he had a booth down there, and he had some samples and stuff, and there was a couple different seasonings, companies down there, people that had different spices and different things, and the other ones were like, I don't know, they were these big ass booths with like 50 different bottles. Like, do you want to try this? Boom. It was like real quick. Like, this dude like took his time and like talked to you, and like was like real personable. His prices were really good, and I ended up buying this box, which came with 4 different seasonings in it, and we could pick whichever 4 we wanted. And at the time, I think he only had like 8. Now he's expanded into, there are probably more than a dozen different seasonings. He's getting into grocery stores out and where he's at in his area. He's getting into, he has his steak and brisket seasonings actually on a potato chip now, which I kind of want to try it.
That'd be good to try.
But like it normally would just come in the shaker bottles. Like it's like the size of a can, maybe a little bit taller, and just, just a normal size seasonings can or container that you buy at the store. But now he's expanded into these bigger bags. You could buy 5-pound bags of his seasonings for like if you're doing briskets and, burn ends and bigger meats, or if you're smoking things like that. And he's just expanded his range. So like now there's more stuff to bring to the table. So like we've talked about them before, but now there's like a whole different lineup of stuff that not a lot of people know about. And that's why they're not sponsors of this episode. They are supporters of the show in general. So like they're the ones that were constantly, you will see their stuff on this set at any time. I'm actually not going to disrespect that box.
Until they tell us we don't want to be on the show anymore, you're going to see them.
Or they go out of business.
Yeah. That's literally what's going to happen. They're going to be on the show every time. So if you want to be on the show every single time, hit us up. Email will be down in the description below. I want to say it is support@shitshowentertainment.com. That sounds right.
Sure.
It'll be down in the description below with the little, if you want to be a supporter of the entire show, blah, blah, blah.
I think it's in the link tree, too.
Might be. If not, we'll add it. We'll get it taken care of by the time this
There's respective codes for each of their websites listed in the link tree.
All that, too.
If you go to the link tree, go to the sponsors tab, it'll tell you their two websites and which code for, I think it's 20% off of each, if I'm not mistaken. Is it 15 or 20? It's one of those two. But
probably should figure that out. Right?
They've been nice.
Look that up.
They've been nice enough to.
I gotta pee anyway, so you should look it up while I'm going pee.
All right. Well, he's
usual
gonna go pee,
as per every podcast episode.
I'm just gonna keep talking here.
Yeah,
but
fine.
as usual, they are nice enough to give us the sponsor codes that we've been. So they're both 15% off. It says it right here in the description here. So yeah, Red Beard is just code ShitShow for 15% off your purchases, and RBrand is ShitShow 15 for 15% off your purchases. Links will be down below in the description and in the link tree as well as our Instagram bio and whatever other social medias we have. I don't even know what we have anymore. But yeah, so these guys will always be here in separation from a regular, like Nate was saying, like a specific sponsor of one particular episode. Like if somebody reached out and was like, hey, you do this ad read, or, you shout us out in your video, that will be the sponsor for that specific episode. And then we'll get something put together. But these guys, I would like to make some type of like, not an ad read, but not a commercial, like an infomercial kind of. You can just walk. This is just this isn't an episode here.
I didn't know what you were talking about.
This is just a ramble on type of dealio. But like these two, I'd like to make like a little like 20 to 30 second like infomercial type of thing that just describes what the product is. You guys can see it in use instead of just sitting on our table, and with the information on how much to get off for the discount code. Like Red Beard, we could take a couple pieces of steak and slap them on your Blackstone or on the grill. You could do a slow-mo of us shaking the seasoning on top of it and then put it on the grill, and then you get to as it hits the grill. Or fucking fresh out of the shower, you can get a video of us like rubbing beard oil, like a close-up of just rubbing it
naked.
Yes, just straight,
no towel, no robe,
straight stinky star. But
I mean, yeah, I say I'm torn. I'm torn between it because. Hang on, oh fuck! Oh shit! That was a long reach for the napkin. I'm looking like you now.
Holy fuck, bud!
So, I definitely want sponsors for the channel because.
Do you want them for the channel or do you want them for episodes?
Both. Shit, I'm just
'Cause
digging into the fries with my mic arm.
I feel like the problem that we're gonna run into, and I guess it's not really a problem, but it's more or less like.
See, I want them for both because
like the more you get for the show, then we have to keep adding to the set.
That's
and
true.
We're gonna run out of tabletop eventually.
Yeah, but it doesn't always have to be on tabletop. But regardless, that's a future Chip and Nate problem. I definitely want both. I definitely want channel sponsors and episode sponsors for sure. But if we ever do any type of ad read, not just saying like, oh hey, like before we get started, shout out to RBrand and Red Beard, like not like that, like an actual ad read. I don't want it to be like reading off of a fucking script because that pisses me off because it takes too long.
You said that already.
No, but I'm trying to elaborate on.
And I would do it right off the get-go. Like,
no, but there's episodes there's podcasts that do it multiple times per episode.
Yeah, no,
which pisses me the fuck off. Like there's like the podcast I was mentioning earlier, they do it like every it seems like 10 minutes or 15 minutes or even 20 minutes at sometimes. Like I get like you guys got to get paid. I 100% get it, but I don't want to listen to 2.5 minutes of fucking ads. Yes, I can skip it, but technically while I'm driving down the road in my fucking semi truck, I can't touch my phone.
Right.
Technically, or my radio or anything. Technically, I'm not allowed to do that. It's electronic, whatever.
Right.
Regardless, it's fucking annoying, and it's boring because I don't want to hear. I literally don't want to hear you reading off of a script. It's fucking boring.
Yeah.
If you make the ad interesting, then I would probably listen to it and be more willing to again listen to it, and that pays your bills.
And maybe
or whatever.
even look into the
yeah,
product.
look into the product.
But I would do it in the sense of like I know like a couple podcasts that I've watched. I feel like I need to fix this. I feel like I'm slouching real big right now.
You are slouching.
I feel like I need to do something.
By the way, these Cajun fries are so good.
Dude, they're fucking slapping right now. My liquor's tingling right now. But no, so what was I saying?
Something about you listen to a couple podcasts.
Oh, there's podcasts that like they have like not topic. Well, I guess it's topics, but it's like multiple different topics that they'll talk about. So they'll like do their intro. They'll talk about something for 15, 20 minutes, and then shout out to one of our sponsors. And it'll cut to like an ad read, and then they'll go into a second different topic. So it's kind of like breaking up the topics, which that I could see using multiple, but not using the same one.
So the ones I listen to, they're different ad reads
for the same product.
For the same no, not necessarily. It could be different ad reads, period, for different product.
Okay.
For the same episode. So 2 ad reads, episode. 2 ad reads, same episode. 2 ad reads, same episode. Like, all the ad reads are different, but the episode's the same. Like, And, again, it takes forever. It's boring. I don't want to read off of your fucking dumbass scripts, realistically. I know you're trying to sell a product. If you sponsor us, it ain't going to make a fucking lick of a difference if you make a sale or not. Realistically, you got enough fuckheads sponsoring you.
The only thing is I know some of them won't pay you until they see it. And if they don't like it, fine. Then we don't get paid.
But that's why we have stipulations, because there's contracts before you put out an episode with the ad read in it.
I would even say cut it in half and pay us now.
I mean,
to an extent.
Regardless, I would say, hey, this is what we do. That's why I'm putting it out now.
And a lot of the times those companies will reach out to you
and say something about it. Or whatever.
And say, hey, we'll give you X amount. Maybe not right now, but when you get to that point, just using it as an example, DraftKings, because C-Boys TV, I watch them a lot. They use DraftKings constantly. Yeah. And they'll go into DraftKings, and they'll talk about, like, it's kind of like an ad read, but theirs is different because it's not just, like, the DraftKings logo on their page. Like, they're taking videos of themselves doing different things.
Yeah.
And, like, they're bringing in real-life instances into the video. Like,
Sure.
if, like, they're Minnesota Vikings fans, they're going to say, you guys want to bet on the Vikings this weekend against the Detroit Lions at home.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big game, blah, blah. They'll bring
But
relevance
that's all scripted,
into it.
though. That's all scripted.
Some of it is.
No, I guarantee most of that is scripted.
But there's probably a chunk of it that is.
Like, granted,
and some of it's not.
So I guess what I'm saying is, like, yes, what I would say is technically scripted, but not by the company. It's scripted by me and Chip. That's what I want. I want like, they send us what they want us to say,
right?
And then we rewrite that script for our show.
Or they just say, hey, make sure you mention A, B, C, and
Correct.
D. Use this code for 20% off your purchase.
We're
then
free
we can
reign.
do whatever we want.
We're free reign to say whatever we want.
That's how theirs is, because they hit all the same topics every time. Use this code, first-time buyers. You know, it's the football season, it's betting season, whatever. But then they add their own things to it. So that's probably
I guess that's what I'm looking for. I want them to hit on key points, say, hey, hit on A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Yeah.
And free reign for any type of sentencing to fall into that, basically. That's what I want.
Right.
Like, I'm willing to work with any company at this point.
Yeah.
I don't care. It doesn't it doesn't matter.
Even if it's a fucking local business that just wants a simple exchange of shout outs. Like, if it's like a small business in Northeast Ohio area, and it's something that's, I'm not gonna do fucking tampons, organic fucking tampons.
If you want to fucking sponsor us, go ahead. If you're paying us money, I don't give a shit.
No, I'm saying, like,
realistic.
if we shouted out them and they shouted out us, like, yo, go check out the newest video. They mentioned us. They looked at our product, whatever. Like, I would even do that right now because we're still small.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So we're just trying to get our name out there to an extent of building the brand, building the show, building a reputation, and bringing in viewers and listeners. And I wouldn't call them fans, but, like, people that enjoy watching or listening to us.
Sure.
If that's as they're cleaning and they throw us on in the background, or driving to work, or driving for work, or just chilling on the couch one night, slapping the video on, eating dinner, just listening to us fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, whatever the case may be. All we want to do is grow right now to a point to where we could transfer to do this full time at some point.
Absolutely.
And to do that right now, it's probably going to be a lot of exchanges of wording. You know, we'll shout out company A, then they'll shout us back out.
Sure.
You know, or we get companies on and then they come on the show, or, like, we'll shout out a company, then they come on the show and then they share that episode to their people. And, you know, you just keep exchanging back and forth. Because that's like Amanda's photography business has blown up over the last year and a half, and it's all by word of mouth.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was crazy because she just took some first birthday pictures for somebody, for their kid. She took their first birthday picture. She took that kid's mom's newborn pictures, maternity pictures, and I'm almost positive she did their wedding. And then she found out that she did I think it was her sister's wedding, her sister's maternity picture. Like, it's just all word of mouth.
Yeah.
And that's how businesses grow that are small.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So if there's a local company to us that wants to sponsor an episode or is willing to send us a product, you know, I'm not asking you to send us a whole line of products. You know what I mean? But if there's somebody out there that has a product or has multiple products that wants to send us something that's relevant to us that we can relate to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not going to go try and get a sponsorship with organic tampons because that doesn't affect me.
Doesn't. But we can get our girls to probably do ad-libs for them.
Maybe. But
if you want us to try them, we won't try them, but I'm sure we could probably get our girls to try them.
Like, if there's, like I'd be really interested in doing stuff that's relevant to us in the sense of, like, if there was a local distillery or a local brewery or a local that makes us sound like fucking alcoholics, doesn't it? Well, look at your side of the table. You have a whole case of beer sitting over here.
They can't see any of that. Nothing is shown. There's only 2 bottles over here.
What about the 14 dozen cans sitting here in a bag off to the side that they can't see? Anyways,
regardless,
something that's like
that'd be key.
Something that we can relate to, that we could try the product or taste it if it was food related, or use it if it was something in that sense.
Yeah.
So then we could say, yo, like, this shit's badass. Like, this shit fucking tastes good. This shit's a good product. It helps in my daily life. Like, I will continue to use it. I will buy more if I needed to. Go check them out. That's what I want to do. I want to promote companies or promote products that can relate to me.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be people out there just like me and you that they're like, damn, like, I could use that. And then they go and buy it. And then their friend goes and buys it. And then their friend goes and buys it. And then their dad goes and buys it because everybody, it's relatable to that aspect.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm done rambling. You could talk.
Yeah, that was a big ramble for both of us. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was just touching on that topic of I want sponsors for us because I'd love for us to do this full time. I mean, this would be a dream come true for literally both of us.
Yeah, I mean, we've been fucking around with podcasting since high school, so Duran yelled at us.
I mean, and the fact is that Duran, our teacher, he literally talks about us every year to every
Does he?
group. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. My cousin's in it right now, and he tells every group of students that comes in that there was 2 kids that wanted to start podcasting, and I was like, meh about it. Basically, I don't know if this isn't
word for word.
Yeah, this isn't word for word, but basically
he was unsure.
Like, yeah, he was unsure about it, which is understandable because
that was 8 years ago. Podcasting really didn't exist.
I mean,
there was,
it did
but
for
like,
sure, but
it wasn't as big. Like anybody and their
Correct.
mom does a podcast
Correct.
nowadays. Like,
so
it's easy to just set up a phone or set up a camera and talk into a mic about topics.
Exactly. So he bought a Shure SM7B, and me and him fiddled around with it, me and Chip, and we got it to work, but we never took it seriously because, I mean, we didn't know what podcasting was at the time. At least I didn't.
I really didn't know about anything either.
And now they have a full ass, basically studio there in their classroom.
Yeah.
And
so basically, what he was talking about was we went to a technical school our junior and senior year. So instead of going to our regular high schools, regular academic classes, we took the necessities. Like, we didn't have a study hall. We didn't have like a physical, like a gym or like a physical class.
We literally went to English, math, history / chemistry or whatever your science or science or social
whatever
studies
you
were.
like. My junior year, and we just went our junior and senior year. So basically, like, was it junior year we were in the morning there, and then senior was the afternoon.
Yeah.
So junior year, we went for a class called it was interactive
multimedia.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, it was at Trumbull Career and Technical Center, and that was probably one of the greatest classes I've ever taken. I'm not gonna lie.
Probably literally one of the best things I ever did in my life.
Yeah, because that's where me and him met, and I don't talk to a single person in that class other than you.
I don't either.
And it's not just because I don't like anybody. It's just everybody moves away.
Lost contact.
There's a couple people I know live on the West Coast. Some probably live down south. Some of them probably aren't even in that field anymore. I don't even know. But that's where we met junior year. And junior year for the first, like you go to normal high school, you have, what, six or seven different periods? Including a lunch and a study hall.
We never had a study hall.
Fun
fact.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We never had, never had study hall? At your school, you never had study hall?
9th and 10th grade, there was no, like, specific period that was study hall.
Oh, I did. Because my 9th and 10th grade year in high school.
I think they reintroduced that after I left. But yeah, my 9th and 10th grade year, no study hall.
Because my 9th grade year, instead of so in my high school, if you had good grades and like your grades were good, your attendance was good, you weren't a troublemaker, you could apply for like an office worker, like an office helper, help the front desk. Instead of doing a study hall, you go to work in the office.
Sure.
So I did that one year, and then the following year, or it might have been flip-flop, maybe I did the office the second year. One year I went, because we had a complex, K through 12. I was a assistant in one of the kindergarten or first grade classrooms for that study hall period. So I'd go in there and help the teacher out, whatever it was, whatever they were doing. And normally it was 2 of us out of our study hall that would go. But like some people had study hall right off the bat first period, so they'd go right there, right in the morning, and then they'd go second period to their classes. But like normal high school, you go and get like a health class or like a physical education, a language, Spanish, French, whatever. My school just had Spanish and French. But there might be different physics and whatever you take. But at TCTC, we'd go for interactive multimedia for the first 3 hours of the day. Was it 3 hours? Like 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11. We'd have like a half-hour lunch or 40-minute lunch or something like that. And then, like Nate said, it was just like English, language arts, algebra, geometry,
Well, 3 periods.
calculus.
It was only 6 periods total.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you would take like a math class, like an algebra,
Oh, yeah.
a geometry, a calculus, something like that. You would take an English 2, language arts, something like that. Then you would have like chemistry, physics, depending on what your level was.
Yeah.
They still matched you up with like your curriculum at your high school.
Yeah,
so
'cause
like
there was like I just spit.
like in high school, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was fucking horrible at math.
Same.
And I hated it. Like I hated math. So like my freshman year, I took like algebra 1, and there was
Same.
other people that were taking like calculus
Yeah.
14 and shit. So like if I was a junior at my regular high school taking calculus 1, they'd put me in calculus 1 at TCTC. And then they'd match you up with certain criteria that you normally would be at. And then junior and senior year, it was the opposite. So like while the juniors were in the multimedia studio, which was just a massive room with tables and a bunch of computers, and we had a green screen and different offices with our TriCaster and the SM7B and a equipment room and all types of different stuff.
Yeah.
And while we're there, the seniors are doing their academics in the morning, and then when we're on our academics in the afternoon, they were in the studio, in the classroom there. So, like Nate was saying when he said to every one of his groups, it'd be like every year to his junior class and every year to his senior class, he would mention it. And the juniors would obviously hear it twice because they'd hear it junior and senior year.
Yeah.
But that class, I think I would love to go back there and just do like a...
I've talked to Duran. It's just a matter of basically of us getting a time setting, to set up everything for us to even just you, me, and Duran.
Like I want to bring him here and do a pod.
Sure.
Bring him to the studio, absolutely.
Keep
But
that PG-13 because
Yeah.
of his job.
Yes,
Respect
I wouldn't
you.
go in there and,
we don't.
you know.
And even in there, we gotta
Yeah.
wipe
But,
our
like,
hands of that.
I
That's
would like
about
to-
the only time we would do that.
Yeah, and I would like to go in there and do like... Are you pissing again?
No, I'm grabbing a beer.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa! Your mic just went soft. You sound like an alcoholic. You should hear it in the headphones. There's just glass rumble tumbling. Anyways,
I'm listening. I don't
Like-
need headphones to listen.
I would like to go there and just do like a vlog style video with him and just like go over like some of his recent achievements and like some of like what's different from 8 or 9 years ago. Jesus Christ.
Look, you're falling out. It's okay.
I want to go do that, see what the differences are from 8 or 9 years ago when we were
absolutely.
students there. Because when we were students there, we had like the equipment so much more advanced now. I remember our senior year, we were hype as fuck because we got a drone for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of our classmates went and flew it into a fucking tree.
Wasn't that
Alex.
Yeah, Alex.
Yep.
I don't know why I was
I'm not
saying
using
Tyler, 'cause I know
last
it's
name.
not
I'm not
Tyler,
using
but-
last names, but I'll just say
Alex.
first names
Was
because
that
that's
Alex?
very generic. Yeah. Yeah, it was Alex. I think it was Alex and Mike. They were shooting that video at the train tracks. Remember they were following it, or maybe it was a road, following the car, and he shot it right into the tree, broke it. But like before you could take the drone, he wanted like it was brand new piece of equipment to us, and we never had any of it before. We never used any of that before
That's concerning.
because it stopped. Why did it stop?
I don't know.
Just click on it.